Welcome back to our candidate interview series. We're here with Pat Philman, who's running for school board district 4. How are you, Ms. Pat?
I'm wonderful.
All right, you ready to get started?
I'm ready.
All right, so what are your top goals if you're elected?
Discipline. That's the first thing. We need discipline in our schools, and we need our administrators, we need our school board, and we need our parents, and we need our students all on board. And it needs to be done so they know at the beginning of the year what we're going to be doing.
What are the biggest issues you think that the school board needs to address?
That's the first one, is discipline. I think another one is our teachers need more support. I think our teachers need to be able to teach what they know how to teach. That's why they went to school. And so we need to give them that, we need to give them the power to do what they're supposed to do in the classroom, and that's teach.
What are some changes you would like to make if you're elected?
Well, I'd like to have the school board have a little bit more say. I understand that we only do policies and budget. And I feel like as a school board, we should have some say in what's going on in the school system. That's one of the biggest things, I think. And I don't know how that's changed. I don't know how, but I would like to address that.
What are the biggest challenges you think those schools right now are dealing with?
It's all discipline. It all comes back down to discipline. And I think it needs to be the same. Whatever school it is, Trenton, Bell, middle school, high school, elementary, whatever it is, it needs to be the same in every school. And it needs to be whatever we say we're going to do, we need to do it. We need to stand up and be strong in what we say we're going to do.
What are some things you think the school board is doing well right now?
Well, we've got great schools. We make great grades. We've got great teachers. The school board is supportive up to a certain point. And like I say, I understand they don't have much to really say about what goes on in the classroom. And it all is up to the superintendent. So I think the superintendent needs to let the school board be in on that part of it, being on what's going to happen in the classroom.
What makes you the best candidate for this position?
Well, first of all, I think I have the education. I have the background. I have the teaching experience. I have the discipline experience from being in the classroom and discipline children and going to conferences for discipline. And so I think that's part of what makes me the best candidate. I love children. I loved teaching, and I think it's one of the best jobs. I think it's one of the most important jobs that we can have in America.
What kind of experience? Can you elaborate on your experience in the classroom?
Well, I was sixth grade. I was 6 years a teacher in second grade. I was 5 years a teacher in first grade. I was 1 year a teacher in third grade. And then 13 years I was in the media library, where all of those years I did discipline, and it was all with students. And so I had to work with the administrators, and I had to work with students as a teacher in all of those areas that we've already talked about.
And what can the citizens of Gilchrist County expect from Pat Philman?
Well, if I say I'm going to do it, I'll be one vote. That doesn't mean that I can do it. What I'm trying to say is when I say I will do it, I will bring it up, I will back it up, and I will be a Christian while I'm doing it. And I'm hoping that I can get other people on board to do the things that I'm hoping that I can do during those 4 years.
Is there anything that we have not talked about yet that you feel like everybody needs to know?
That's a good question. Let me see. No, because we've talked about my background. We've talked about what I'd like to do if I get to be school board member. We've talked about how I feel about being a teacher and how I feel about kids. I still teach Sunday school, so I still continue to teach. It is a part of my life. It's a part of what God gave me to do, is to be a teacher. And so I'm hoping as a school board member, I can help those teachers who are getting out there in the pits with the kids. I can help them be able to teach better and more powerfully.
Thank you, Pat. It's Pat Philman for School Board District 4.